Do you like winter stories? Imagine a cold, snowy night in the deep forest. The wind is howling loud. Two woodcutters are trapped in a terrible snowstorm. They find an old hut to stay safe, but they are not alone. A beautiful woman made of snow appears. She brings a chilling secret and a very deadly promise. Welcome to Fairy Tales English Journey. Today we are learning English with a famous story from Japan. It is the story of Yuki-Onna. That means the snow woman. She is a spirit of the winter. She is very beautiful but very dangerous. Listening to this story will help you learn new English words and practice your listening skills. Make sure you find a warm place to sit. Grab a hot drink. This story might make you feel a little cold. We will learn about promises and keeping secrets. The words are simple and clear. You can pause the video anytime to practice speaking. Let us begin our cold winter journey into the deep snowy mountains of Japan. Long ago, in a small village lived two woodcutters. Their names were Mosaku and Minokichi. Mosaku was an old man. He had worked in the forest for many years. Minokichi was young and strong. He was only 18 years old. They worked together every day. They chopped wood to sell in the village market. They were very good friends. One cold afternoon, the sky turned very dark. The wind started to blow hard. White snow fell from the heavy clouds. Soon, it was a giant snowstorm. The two men could not see the path. The forest was completely white and freezing. They needed to find shelter quickly. They walked through the deep snow with very heavy steps. Finally, they saw a small shape in the white snow. It was a tiny wooden hut. The ferryman used it during the summer. Now it was empty and very cold. They pushed the wooden door open and went inside. There was no fireplace. There was no food. But it kept the terrible wind away from their tired, freezing bodies. Mosaku and Minokichi were very tired. They wrapped their coats tightly around themselves. They lay down on the hard wooden floor. The old man fell asleep very fast. The young man stayed awake a little longer. He listened to the scary wind outside. The storm sounded like a crying monster. Soon the young man fell asleep too. In the middle of the night, Minokichi woke up. Something cold touched his face. The wooden door was wide open. Snow was blowing into the dark room. The wind was quiet now. The moonlight shone through the open door. Minokichi saw a strange shape near the old man. He rubbed his eyes to see better in the dark. A woman stood inside the hut. She wore a long white dress. Her skin was as white as the snow outside. Her hair was long and very black. She leaned over the old man. She was blowing her breath onto his face. Her breath looked like bright white smoke. It sparkled in the cold, pale moonlight. Minokichi was too scared to move. He watched the white woman. She finished blowing on the old man. Then she turned to look at the young man. Her eyes were sharp and beautiful. Minokichi tried to scream, but no sound came out. He felt very cold. He knew the old man was dead. The woman floated closer to him. The snow woman leaned over Minokichi. She looked at his young face. She smiled a very cold smile. She said she wanted to kill him too, but she felt sorry for him because he was young and handsome. She decided to let him live. But she had one very important rule. He must make a serious promise to her. "You must never tell anyone what happened tonight," she whispered. Her voice sounded like the cold wind. "You must never speak about me. If you tell anyone about the snow woman, I will know. I will come back, and I will kill you. Do you understand my words?" Minokichi nodded his head quickly. He promised to keep the secret. The white woman smiled again. She turned around and floated toward the open door. She did not leave any footprints in the snow. She just melted into the white winter night. Minokichi ran to the door and closed it tight. He looked at his old friend. Mosaku was frozen solid. The old woodcutter was gone forever. The next morning, the bright sun came up. The terrible snowstorm was over. The sky was clear and blue. Minokichi walked back to his village alone. He told the village leader that the old man died from the cold. He did not say anything about the beautiful white woman. He remembered his promise. He kept the secret completely safe. 1 year passed since that terrible night. Minokichi worked hard every day. He chopped wood and sold it. He lived a quiet life. He still thought about the white woman sometimes, but he never spoke her name. He wanted to forget the scary night. He wanted to be a normal young man in his peaceful little village. One evening in the winter, Minokichi was walking home. He saw a young woman on the road. She was very beautiful. She wore simple clothes. Her name was O-Yuki. That name means snow in English. She was traveling to the big city to find work. Minokichi walked with her. They talked and laughed together on the road. Minokichi liked O-Yuki very much. She was kind and gentle. Her voice was soft and sweet. He invited her to rest at his small house. His mother liked the young woman too. O-Yuki decided to stay in the village. She did not go to the big city. Soon Minokichi and O-Yuki fell deeply in love. Minokichi asked O-Yuki to marry him. She said yes with a happy smile. They had a simple wedding in the village. Everyone loved the new bride. She was a wonderful wife. She cooked good food and kept the house clean. Minokichi was very happy. He felt lucky to have such a beautiful and loving wife. Years went by happily. Minokichi and his wife had 10 beautiful children. They were strong and healthy. The house was always full of joy and laughter. The children played in the garden. O-Yuki took very good care of them. The village people amazed at her. She never seemed to grow older. She always looked young and beautiful. Minokichi also noticed this strange thing. His wife never got wrinkles. Her skin stayed smooth and white. Her dark hair never turned gray. She looked exactly the same as the day they met. But he did not worry too much. He loved her very much. He was just happy to have a perfect family in his warm home. One night, a bad storm hit the village. The wind howled loudly outside. It sounded just like the storm from many years ago. The children were fast asleep in their beds. Minokichi and his wife sat by the warm fire. The fire made soft shadows on the wall. O-Yuki was sewing clothes for the young children. Minokichi watched his beautiful wife. The light from the fire touched her pale face. Suddenly he remembered the past. He remembered the cold wooden hut. He remembered the old man. And he remembered the scary spirit from the snow. Looking at his wife made the old memory come back very strong. He felt a strange chill inside. Minokichi smiled at his wife. He decided to tell her a story. He thought it was just a silly old memory now. He felt safe in his warm house. He forgot how dangerous the secret was. He opened his mouth to speak. He did not know he was making a terrible mistake. He looked into her dark eyes. "You know," he said softly, "you remind me of someone. When you sit there in the light, you look exactly like a woman I saw long ago. It was a terrible winter night. I was 18 years old. I saw a beautiful spirit in the snow. She was completely white. Her name was Yuki-Onna." The Snow Woman. Minokichi continued his story. He told his wife everything. He told her how the spirit killed the old man with her cold breath. He told her about the promise he made. "I never told anyone until tonight," he said. "I am not sure if it was real or just a bad dream, but you look just like her." O-Yuki stopped sewing. She put the clothes down on the floor. The room suddenly felt very cold. The warm fire seemed to lose its heat. She stood up slowly. She turned to look at her husband. Her soft, loving face changed. Her eyes became sharp and cold. She looked exactly like the spirit from the forest. "It was me," she whispered. Her voice was no longer warm and sweet. It sounded like the freezing winter wind. "I was the snow woman in the hut that night. I told you I would kill you if you ever told anyone. I told you to keep the secret forever. You broke your serious promise to me tonight." Minokichi was terrified. He could not move. His heart beat very fast. He realized his perfect wife was the deadly spirit. He had lived with her for many years. They had 10 children together. Now she was going to kill him. The room grew colder and colder. The fire died completely. He waited for her freezing breath. The snow woman floated closer to him. She raised her pale hand, but then she stopped. She looked at the sleeping children in the next room. She heard their soft breathing. Her cold eyes softened just a little bit. She looked back at the terrified man. She lowered her white hand slowly. She made a very hard choice. "I cannot kill you," she said softly. "I want to kill you for breaking your promise. But I cannot do it. I must think about our children. If I kill you, they will have no father. They need someone to take care of them. They need food and a warm home. For their sake, I will let you live. But you must listen to me very carefully," she warned. "You must take excellent care of our children. You must be a good father. If they ever complain about you, I will hear them. If you treat them badly, I will come back. And next time, I will not show any mercy. I will freeze your heart forever." Minokichi could only nod his head. He was shaking with fear and sadness. The snow woman looked at him one last time. Then her body started to change. She became white mist. The mist floated up toward the roof. The wooden door blew open. The cold wind carried the white mist out into the dark, snowy night. Minokichi ran to the open door. He looked out into the storm. He called her name, but there was no answer. Only the howling wind replied. O-Yuki was gone forever. The house was empty and cold. He closed the door and sat by the sleeping children. He cried silently in the dark. He had lost his true love. Minokichi kept his second promise. He was a wonderful father. He worked very hard every single day. He raised the 10 children with great love and care. They grew up strong and happy. They never knew the truth about their mother. They only knew she went away on a cold winter night. They lived a good, quiet life. The village people often wondered about the beautiful wife. They asked Minokichi where she went. He never told them the truth. He learned his lesson about keeping secrets. He just said she had to leave. The story of the snow woman remained a secret in his heart. He never saw the white spirit of the winter ever again. This Japanese fairy tale is very famous. It teaches us many important lessons. The story is scary, but it is also very sad. It is about love and trust. It shows us that promises are very important. When you make a promise, you must keep it. Breaking a promise can bring terrible trouble to your life and family. The snow woman is a spirit of nature. In English, we call her a winter spirit. Nature can be very beautiful just like the woman, but nature can also be very deadly like the freezing storm. The story reminds us to respect the power of nature. We must be careful when the winter wind blows cold and hard. Let us practice some English words from the story. The word woodcutter means a person who cuts down trees. The word shelter means a safe place to hide from bad weather. The word spirit means a ghost or magical being. You can use these words when you talk about nature or scary stories with your friends in English. We also learned the word promise. A promise is when you say you will definitely do something. We learned the word secret. A secret is something you must not tell anyone. Keeping a secret can be very hard. Minokichi kept his secret for many years, but when he finally told it, he lost the woman he loved deeply. Practice making sentences with these new words. You can say, I promise to learn English every day. You can say, the woodcutter found a warm shelter. Speaking out loud helps you remember the words better. Listen to the story again and pause the video. Repeat the sentences after me. Your English pronunciation will get better and better quickly. In Japan, there are many stories about spirits. They are called yokai. The snow woman is a very popular yokai. People tell this story to children in the winter. It makes them stay inside the warm house. It teaches them not to wander into the dangerous snow. Every culture has scary stories to keep children safe from danger. Think about the difficult choice in the story. The spirit wanted to punish the man, but the mother wanted to protect her children. This shows that a mother loves her children very much. Her love was stronger than her anger. She spared his life for the family. This makes the scary monster seem a little bit more human. Minokichi was a good man, but he made a mistake. He felt too safe and comfortable. He forgot the danger of the past. Sometimes we forget our promises when life is easy. This story teaches us to always remember our word. Being honest and true is very important in life. We must always think before we speak out. How much did you understand? Listening to fairy tales is a great way to learn English. The stories are interesting and easy to follow. You can guess the meaning of new words from the story. If you do not understand everything, do not worry. You can watch the video many times. Learning a new language takes time. You can also read the words on the screen. Reading and listening at the same time is very helpful. It trains your brain to connect the sounds with the letters. Try to write down the new words in a notebook. Write a short sentence for each word. This will help you build a very strong English vocabulary quickly. What would you do if you were the young man? Would you keep the secret forever? Would you tell your wife the truth? It is a very hard question. Discuss this question with your friends who are learning English. Talking about stories is a fun way to practice speaking. It makes learning English feel like a fun game. We have reached the end of our cold winter journey. The story of the snow woman is finished. Minokichi lived a long life with his children, but he always remembered the beautiful white spirit. He never forgot the price of breaking a promise. We hope you enjoyed this chilling Japanese fairy tale translated into simple, clear English today. You did a great job practicing your English today. Learning a language is like walking through a forest. Sometimes it is hard and snowy, but if you keep walking, you will reach your goal. Keep practicing your listening and speaking skills. Every story you hear makes your English much stronger. We are very proud of your good progress. If you liked this story, please give the video a thumbs up. It helps our channel grow. Subscribe to Fairy Tales English Journey for more amazing stories. We have many magical tales to help you learn English. Click the bell icon so you never miss a new video. Share this chilling winter story with your friends and family. Thank you for watching and learning with us today. Stay warm and safe. Remember to always keep your promises. Do not let the cold wind scare you. We will see you in the next video with another wonderful fairy tale. Until then, keep smiling and keep practicing your beautiful English. Goodbye and have a very wonderful day.